I started my career in the financial industry after I graduated. I was an IT student, and when I was in university, I used to read a lot of books. So it was in university where I set my mind that I wanted to be an entrepreneur and an investor. And the moment I graduated, I went to Singapore and I joined the financial industry there. However, still remember when I first got into this foreign land, most of my clients were my family members. So I was promoting them into unit trusts and insurance products. And just a short while after I was in the industry, there was a huge financial crisis. And while I was looking at how my family members were being affected by this crisis, I felt very depressed. So I actually spoke to my manager on why did this happen, because I was in one of the largest financial institutions in the world, and how can they lose so much money for their clients? And they told me this happens once a while, but I wasn't very happy with that response. So my breakthrough moment really came about when I met a very wealthy client. This man is an employee in a company who is a multi-millionaire, and he achieved that through being an investor. So the whole conversation, the whole turning point really came about when I was having a debate with him, because I was promoting him my financial products and he was totally against it. And he asked me one very powerful question. He said, "Young man, if you want to be an entrepreneur, should you learn from the school lecturers or should you learn from the real entrepreneurs?" I said, "Of course, entrepreneurs." And he showed me the second question. If you want to be a profitable investor, should you listen to your bank manager or should you listen to investors who retire through investing? And that was my biggest turning point. And he started teaching me about the whole fiat currency system. He was sharing me about the economic life cycle and was sharing me how the rich really invest. So I came back to Malaysia in 2010. I was very fortunate to start this business called silvermalaysia.com, when I was sharing with other people how they can protect their wealth through gold and silver. Started writing few books, and there were few best-selling books like Why Gold, Why Silver, Why Now. I also wrote this book called Keep Investment Simple and Stupid. And from there I also became a speaker, where I was invited to speak in various countries, not only Malaysia. I was speaking in Singapore, Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, Korea, and several other countries. So it was around 2016 when I decided to get a new CEO for silvermalaysia.com, and that's where I started venturing into my next business called Owner Circle. So I started Owner Circle because we want to help investors to achieve retirement through owning profitable businesses. So we started this business in 2016. Right now we have few projects on hand. We are going to villa projects and hotel projects, and I foresee we have a few other lifestyle businesses coming onto our platform. Well, how we stay relevant in the industry is first, we focus on education. We are a financial education company to begin with. So what we are constantly doing is we are trying to make it possible for laymen on the street to understand all these financial jargons. So we are demystifying the entire financial industry here to make it possible for retail investors to level the playing field with the big boys. So through our financial education programs, we are also working on creating cutting-edge technology. So we are creating a lot of, there are few technology that we are working on right now, because I believe in today's world, you got to learn how to use technology even when you invest. Right? Because we live in the world where we live in the world of information overload. So there's a very strong need of filter that will allow us to discover the undervalued gems in the marketplace. Right? And the third strategy that we are working on is to build a community of investors. So by having a community of investors, by having a power of numbers, this will allow us to have an unfair advantage against the big boys. So to future entrepreneurs out there, my advice is don't be an entrepreneur unless you're ready to work really, really hard. And being in entrepreneurship, you have to realize that efforts are always appreciated, but it's results that matters. And to future entrepreneurs as well, one of the key things that I pray every single day is I pray for determination and perseverance, because in entrepreneurship you will fail, and you fail many times. So being an entrepreneur, the reason why I pray for perseverance is because I pray that I can stand back up every single time I fail, so that I can get back up there to really do what we really want to do, to serve the world and to change the world.